Was he gonna try to turn into some shit like that? I'm gonna watch this shit. See what Hasan has
Yes,
to say.
he is. He is one of the richest content creators on the internet. But if you think he's not suffering, you're actually wrong.
That bird
What are you
can't
talking
outlive
about?
us.
He's had health issues. He obviously has a lot of deep-seated insecurities in terms of like what his output is. Like right now.
Oh my god, Hasan. Let's see what he has to say. Hasan is literally.
Yeah, this is also kind of like right-wing infighting, but Reddit is all libs, so. Anon watches Asmongold. Trump is 100% serious about running for a third term. Haha, I told you he's going to become a dictator. Based. Haha, content president. Based. Hey, dude, you can't deny the fucking results. Okay? You cannot deny the fucking results. Okay? Mr. Apolitical, Mr. Common Sense. Common sense is not so common. Is absolutely destroying the conservative media ecosystem. He's killing it. It is what it is. All you got to do is drop a couple wells and drop a couple bursts, okay, in the backdrop of a Trump video in the corner.
He's a hater.
And you're cooking. That's what the new Republican audiences demand. That's what they want. We're going to watch the Aamon Animations video. Yes.
I know. Nobody likes Hasan, man.
We're going to watch it. Okay? We're going to watch it. Don't worry. Sorry for the jump scare. Asmongold Gets Political by Aamon Animation.
Guys, I wanted to talk to you all about what my reason was for getting suspended on Twitch and also what my plans are going forward. I think this has been something that's a long time coming. I think that I've been slowly devolving into the most psychopathic version of myself.
And it's crazy that the video starts off with him saying that because he really did make that video saying that. And then Asmongold he doesn't say people deserve to die anymore. You know what I mean? He doesn't say it's part of their culture. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't say that shit about the Middle East. He left that shit alone. You know, he tries to ride he's a good fence rider, I'll tell you that. But it's just the shit. Yeah. Asmongold has been kind of he has kind of devolved into something else. Maybe not what he thought he was seeing himself devolve into, but he has devolved into something different.
I think that I've been devolving into this.
Maybe because of the politics?
I don't like making apologies because I think words don't matter. I like when but I do think changed actions and changed behaviors do. And so you can take my apology as hopefully better content. And if you're not seeing that, I want you to hold me accountable. Hopefully this...
Have they held him accountable? Because I feel like it took him 3.5 seconds to revert back. And
yeah, I mean, he I think he got his didn't he get banned or temporary banned or something like that, suspended? Yeah, for like a day or two or something like that. So he did get the consequences.
Go even harder.
This time I won't be stupid enough to ignore it.
Harder. No, he can't. He has to have
Mouth is pretty dry.
Here.
Anyway,
I'm
just going to focus on myself for a while. Try to improve my own life. You guys deserve a much better version of me than what you've been getting. And I hope that I can live up to that in the future.
He can't help but to have cylindrical things by his mouth at all times.
Script by Asmongold.
I know we just watched it. I was going to see his take on this shit. He's using fucking Google Chrome.
Man, it's been a crazy 2 weeks, I'll tell you that. Trump is, he's coming out with some plans. This is the time where you can say elections have consequences.
Oh, this is,
we are in for 4 years of some of the, I think we've seen in a long time. So, like, they're doing this thing with, like...
Black mold will get this guy. He might think it's nothing, but it is shortening his lifespan as he sleeps in that house. He needs to take care of it. That shit's not good for you. It's a slow killer. Could be a fast one too, but usually people who are breathing in black mold all the time live shorter lives. I won't be surprised that Asmongold doesn't live to see 60.
These deportations where they bring in like celebrities to deport people, and it made me wonder what is.
And all he did was spend like literally half of his life in front of a computer complaining about shit. That's why I feel bad for Asmongold, and I want him to like change some shit up. You know, I mean, I know everybody's tried to say this shit to him, but you know, it'd be cool to see him like actually, you know, maybe even like get cleaners to fully deep clean that fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then fucking have cleaners come regularly clean up after him. I mean, it'd be cool. Maybe he fucking gets a haircut, you know, showers regularly. Maybe gets a dietitian and diets better. You know what I'm saying? Dietitians are good at making food that, you know, you don't normally eat taste good, into something you like. Especially he could hire a chef really to cook him meals that taste like how he likes it to taste. You know what I mean? I know. I mean, you have to do something.
What's the probability that Tom Homan would let me go with him dressed up as Ash Ketchum with watching them do deportations? Yeah, exactly. That'd be really good content.
This is crazy that he said all of these things. Like, it's kind of wild that he actually said these things.
It would be. Your statement about not voting to disadvantage yourself is really blowing up on X with strong support. Well, of course it is. Of course, it's just a logical perspective to have. Now, there's a bunch of emotionally unstable retards on the internet that like to distort reality. But no, of course, I'm not going to vote for somebody who's going to say that someone else is going to have a privilege that I can't have. Why the f would I ever do that? That's the most retarded thing you can imagine. So, no, of course, that's like, I mean, why?
Asmongold is the epitome of a privileged white male American in America. Like, he's right down there, you know? He might not see it, but he is. He says things that are privileged, and he comes from a privileged standpoint on a lot of his fucking points. But, I mean, everybody has their own thing, you know? No one's perfect, you know what I mean? Like, he's not a bad guy. He's not racist, you know what I mean? He doesn't hate women. I think he doesn't like being alone, but he is alone. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. It's like he's punishing himself.
Why don't I just vote to have somebody shoot me? Hawk whistle's a lie.
That's the only way I can see
guys,
it
I'm not one of these Holocaust deniers. I think the Holocaust probably happened. I think probably 99% certainty it happened.
The Nazis burned books on gender sciences.
They did do that. It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German. Look at this. People wonder are tax dollars used to promote wokeness in video games? Answer is yes. USAID paid Politico millions of dollars a year to write pieces like this one, which promotes diversity and describes Gamergate as disinformation and harassment campaign. So this is the thing, guys. I want these people to suffer because that's what they did to me. Get rid of them. Make an example of them. Say, listen, this is what happens.
It's wild that goddamn, I can't. that was really funny when he said like USAID did Gamergate or USAID made like titties smaller in video games or whatever. And I just want to know, like, bro, they didn't make you suffer. Not only did USAID not play a single role in DEI in video games or whatever, okay, but you are making yourself suffer, whether it be not implementing
Pretty sure Gold has the money to get those walls fixed and uses to buy Steam gear. He has the ability to buy an entire new house. You know what I mean? He does not have to. He can literally sell that house as is probably to somebody. Probably cheap ass price, lose on it. But it's this house that he grew up in and his mom lived there. So it has sentimental value. And I think that's why he doesn't clean up shit, because that's how his mom had the house. And so there's like a sentimental attachment to that lifestyle and way of living because he loved his mom, you know what I'm saying? And his mom died of cancer. So like, I feel like he needs to see a therapist for sure. You know, he needs to work through these things for real instead of blowing them off, you know what I'm saying? Instead of confronting them. Because like, you're really not going to be a better person or grow as a person if you don't confront those things in your life and improve and, you know, like, I'm pretty sure he wants to live a cleaner life. You know, I'm pretty sure he does. it's probably really hard for him to get rid of those things, to get rid of the dirt and the collection of stuff. His mom was a hoarder. His mom hoarded shit. You know what I'm saying? Didn't teach him how to clean up after himself. Didn't teach him how to cook. Like, my mom taught me how to cook. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I was in the military, too, for 5 years. So I learned how to clean, like, really well being in the military. But, I mean, there's just values that weren't instilled in him. I mean, but he makes lots of money. He hit the lottery. You know what I mean? Like, he literally hit the lottery. Like, there could have been a completely different outcome for that guy. And, like, that's the one thing that's crazy to me. Like, he doesn't see that. You know what I mean? Like, he got lucky. That's always why he could sit where he is and talk the way he talks about shit. But Asmongold's the GOAT, man. You know, I think he's fucking hilarious. I just think he's misunderstood. And that's why the internet hates him. I mean, Hasan is very understood, right? Hasan is this motherfucker who's just like, we know what he likes terrorism. He doesn't like fucking Jewish people, whatever the fuck, or not Jews, but what do you call them, Palestinians and shit. Like, this man is crazy. All right, this man's crazy.
Basic hygiene.
This man will tell people to go kill people. He sides with terrorism and anarchy. Hasan is a bad person.
Taking care of yourself, fixing your diet, working out, touching grass, going outside and seeing the sun every now and then, or talking to a real human being that isn't blaring something at you over a screen. He's not even suffering. He's literally one of the richest content creators on the internet. Yes, he is. He is one of the richest content creators on the internet. But if you think he's not suffering, you're actually wrong. What are you talking about? He's had health issues. He obviously has a lot of deep-seated insecurities in terms of like what his output is. Like right now he's riding high, and I understand that better than anybody else as a content creator myself. He's riding high currently with the massive amount of attention that he's getting. But if that viewership dried up, he would not be as excited to turn on the broadcast every day. There's a reason why he doesn't stream on his main channel to begin with and went on his alt. So in some ways, yes, he's succeeding tremendously, but there is a time limit on that. And I know this better than anyone else because I'm in a similar boat, like as a content creator myself. The major difference between him and myself,
I mean, I do like Hasan's not really coming at him like that, you know? He's actually coming from a point that's like more like worrisome, like he cares. But I know Hasan doesn't, bro. He does not like Asmongold. There's no way he actually cares.
Is that like I do care about the things I talk about, whereas he transparently will say he's just doing it because people think it's popular and people like it. But aside from moral convictions, aside from the moral convictions that I have, there's grounds me as a human being. Normies that I interact with on a daily basis, a fitness regimen that I have, a diet that I keep up, goals that I set for myself that I accomplish beyond content creation. If I didn't do any of that stuff, I would lose my fucking mind if everything that I did was poured into Twitch streaming and nothing else.
That's what I feel about fucking, that's what I understand what he's saying here. I might agree with him on something.
And I would probably have killed myself a long time ago, okay?
Okay.
Gamers rise up, what goes around? Yep.
A long time ago, okay, all right. If you wanted to be dead, you would have been dead. You would have died. You would have offed yourself, you know what I'm saying? Suicide's one of those things that's, I mean, you can get low. You can get really low. But, I mean, sometimes you realize you just step away from the shit before you get to that low. But, yeah.
What goes around comes around.
This guy, Asmongold's definitely riding the wave right now, though. I mean, I don't know. Asmongold is pretty fucking famous, though. Now I'm thinking about it, he is pretty fucking famous.
And we're coming. Mute the stream for about a minute if you don't want to hear something really bad. So I walked down to the store the other day, and I could tell the back of my pants, my dick and balls, was getting a little bit too cold. Now that doesn't happen a lot. And I look and I realize part of the back of my sweatpants had been eaten away because we had a rat infestation in our house. And one of the rats...
Like, that's not normal shit to be, like, gloating about. I am not gonna lie. It's not normal shit. That's not normal shit.
Had gotten trapped in my room, and it had eaten I guess, sweat and dried cum off of the back of my sweatpants, and the entire back of it was gone.
Bro, that is the least disgusting Asmongold story. The dead rat as an alarm clock is another famous one. These are all things that he volunteers, by the way. It's not like this is speculation. He talked once about the dead rat alarm clock, which is in his room, where the sun shines on the dead rat and it starts smelling really bad, so he knows that it's time to wake up. Or the teeth wall, like the blood wall that he has, because his gums were bleeding a lot, and he would just like spit it out.
Non-incel attitude? Well, I guess I'm an incel. And I think everybody else should be too. And if there's enough of us, we can change the rules. And I think that's what we should do. Do I want my tax money going towards litigating people that like lollies? No. I think that if you're in this country and you commit any crime that's worse than jaywalking...
That segue is so crazy. That segue from the question is so fucking crazy to me. It's so funny. Do I think my type of nose to be segmented to people who like lollies? No, but I think you commit any crime in any way and you're not a citizen of the country, you should get deported.
And you're not a citizen, I want you deported. Yep. Get the fuck out. People used to bring their families to watch lynchings. People are more than willing to do something that's horrible if they think that they're doing it for the right reason.
But Hasan cannot get off Asmongold's dick lately. He's been talking about Asmongold a lot.
Has anyone in his orbit tried to get him help? No. I mean, yes, but it don't matter. Did you see this video about you and Aamon? Yeah, I did.
He did it again. Did you see what Trump said? Did you guys see that video on Trump and Elon video?
I know. I watched this the other day. You know we don't live in a meritocracy because in a meritocratic society would reject the person like Aamon? No. I think Aamon is all but a mere reflection of where society
I like watching Mark Capiller, waiting for him to release Iron Lung. What the fuck is that? What's that? Who's that?
Okay, that's it. How many people do you think watch him out of morbid curiosity? No, it's not. It's something far more sinister and far sadder.
Donald Trump will...
I need you to understand this. People are not watching Asmongold out of morbid curiosity. I'm sure there are some. They come in here all the fucking time and inform me on the latest thing that he's doing, right?
I mean, I watch Asmongold because he's funny. And he has some good takes.
But like this, did you see what Asmongold said? It's like, why are you watching? I don't, I try to stay away from that. No. I think a big chunk of people, aside from the people that watch him out of morbid curiosity, which is a tiny percentage, a big chunk of people watch him because they find comfort. They see themselves reflected on the screen. They see someone with the same attitudes, with the same opinions, maybe the same outlook on the world, or maybe even the same way that they look. A lot of neat.
I think there's a lot of regular ass people who watch Asmongold. Like it's not just incel like weebs. I'm telling you, there's a lot of regular working class people who are watching Asmongold.
Asmongold, regardless of being a multi-millionaire.
Iron Lung is a horror game where you play as a person navigating a weird ocean. Oh, we saw a mysterious creature. Ooh.
Asmongold, regardless of being a multi-millionaire, is like looking at a mirror of a dude who's still trapped in their fucking mother's basement, And that's part of the reason why they also have the same values, the same worldview. Are we just waiting?
Like, I watch Asmongold probably almost every day. There's an Asmongold video I watch. And, like, I clean, I shower, I work. I have a wife. I don't have a wife. We're not married yet, but we're engaged. But I have a kid and a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live a fucking regular ass fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Mine is like, my life used to be crazy at one point when I was younger, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, people thinking that Asmongold people watch Asmongold are just like losers and shit like that. It's kind of crazy to me. I think he resonates with people as in like the mindset, And also too, like, he just kind of like, he's like that dumb bro, not dumb bro, like he's like that dude, you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood that used to hang out with all the time. And it's like years later, this is who he is now. You know what I'm saying? It's like that guy. Like, I have a few friends like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro. He's still saying crazy shit. But you know he's a good person. He's cool. I always thought Asmongold. I think Asmongold should do drugs or something. Do some shrooms, LSD. Maybe smoke some weed. He might feel better. It might help him get over what traumas he's been through.